Welcome back to the Micromolar Podcast.
This is our health and wellness series, in collaboration with the Marajin Health Foundation. Today, we're diving into a really hot topic in longevity research, rapamycin.
It really is, and you can't talk about rapamycin without first understanding the fundamental cellular pathway it targets, mTOR.
Exactly. So let's start there. mTOR stands for the mechanistic target of rapamycin. Think of it as a master nutrient sensor or a central command post inside our cells. It's constantly integrating signals about energy status, nutrients, and stress.
A command post, I like that analogy. So when nutrients are plentiful, what's its command?
When the cell has plenty of resources, mTOR gives the green light for growth. It drives the synthesis of proteins, lipids, and everything the cell needs to grow and divide. It operates in two main groups, or complexes. The most important one for this discussion is mTOR C1, which is the one that's sensitive to rapamycin.
Right. So mTOR C1 is the go-for-growth signal. But what happens when you inhibit it?
The cell completely shifts gears. It moves from a state of growth to a state of maintenance and repair. It ramps up a process called autophagy, which is basically cellular housekeeping, clearing out old, damaged components.
And that's the crucial link to aging, right? The idea is that overactive mTOR is linked to many age-related diseases because it's constantly pushing for growth and suppressing that essential repair process.
That's the theory. Which brings us to rapamycin. The discovery story alone is fascinating.
It is. It was discovered in the 1970s in a soil sample from Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui. That's where it gets its name. It was first an antifungal, but later became a critical immunosuppressant for organ transplant patients.
And it works by binding to another protein. And together, they inhibit mTOR C1. In essence, it tricks the cell into thinking resources are scarce, which activates those maintenance and autophagy pathways.
And the effect this has had in lab animals is pretty incredible. It has been shown to extend lifespan in yeast, worms, flies, and most importantly, in mice, even when the treatment is started late in life.
That's the key point. It's the only drug that has so robustly extended lifespan in mammals. And it doesn't just make them live longer, it improves their health span, things like immune, cardiac, and cognitive function. But what about humans?
That is the million-dollar question. In humans, the high doses used for transplantation come with significant side effects: immunosuppression, mouth ulcers, impaired wound healing.
Right. Which is why the current research is focused on low-dose or intermittent dosing for longevity. The evidence there is still very preliminary, but there have been some interesting small studies, like an enhanced response to flu vaccines in older adults.
So to sum it up, the biggest potential benefit is clear: the prospect of extending not just lifespan, but health span.
And the biggest risk is that we don't yet know the optimal, safe dosing for longevity in humans. And the potential for metabolic side effects is real.
The big picture is that mTOR is at the crossroads of nutrition and aging, and rapamycin is our most powerful tool for influencing it. Many researchers see it as the leading geroprotective candidate we have.
It's an incredibly exciting field. That's all the time we have for today.
Thanks for tuning in to the Micromolar Podcast. We'll talk to you next time.